Welcome to our few moments together on the Parsha. This Shabbos we have the privilege of reading Parshas Toledos. We're familiar that at the beginning of the Sedra, Yitzchak and Rivka are davening for each other that a child be had. As it says, Vayetar Yitzchak lenochach ishto. And Yitzchak prayed, Vayetar Yitzchak laHashem lenochach ishto. Yitzchak prayed to Hashem corresponding to his wife. And as Rashi says, Yitzchak stood in one corner and davened, Rivka stood in the other corner and davened, both of them for children. The Gemara in Yevamos, towards the end of Yevamos, makes an interesting comment. When it says, Vayetar Yitzchak laHashem lenochach ishto, that Yitzchak davened to Hashem corresponding to his wife. The Gemara says, both of them, Yitzchak and Rivka, were incapable of having children. They were both barren. And the Gemara asks, why is it that the Avos, the Imahos, our fathers, our foremothers, why were they barren? And the Gemara answers, Mipnei, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu misaveh l'tfilosan shel tzadikim, because Hashem desires the prayers of the righteous. Now, this presents, according to the Kotzker Rebbe, an unusual circumstance and helps answer a pasuk that we say all the time that seems to self-contradict. In Ashrei, every single day, we say, Ritzon Yereyav Ya'aseh. Hashem does the will of those who fear him. And then it says, the Eshavasam Yishma v'Yoshieim, and their cries he hears and helps them. Wait a minute. If the beginning of the sentence says, Ritzon Yereyav Ya'aseh, that he does the will of those who fear him, why does it have to say that the Eshavasam Yishma v'Yoshieim hears their cries? What do they have to cry about? Whatever they want, because they fear God, Hashem does. There's no need to daven. Why does the pasuk imply first that Hashem does whatever those who fear him want, and then it comes along and says that they have to cry, and when they cry out, Hashem hears them? So the Kotzker Rebbe so beautifully answers this question. The truth is, the righteous have no demands against Hashem. Every one of us knows that whatever Hashem does, Tov Hashem Lakol, everything Hashem does is good. But because Hashem loves the prayers of the righteous, says the Kotzker Rebbe, Ritzon Yirei of Ya'aseh, and he interprets those words to mean he gives a desire into the heart of the righteous to want something, even though they originally, from their inner hearts, are quite satisfied with whatever Hashem does. But Hashem puts a desire, Ritzon Yereyav Ya'aseh, the will of those who fear him, Hashem does. He puts a will into their heart so that they should daven. And then, the Eshavasam Yishma v'Yoshieim, their cries he will hear and save them and help them, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu desires the prayers of the righteous. Sometimes we think to ourselves that everything Hashem does is good, of course, so why do I feel this need? Why do I have these wants? Why do I have these needs? Why do I have this tzara? And the Torah is telling us, says the Kotzker Rebbe, that when it comes to the righteous, Ritzon Yereyav, the will of those who fear him, Yaseh, Hashem makes you need something because he desires the prayers of the righteous. And just as Yitzchak and Rivka were answered, so too should we all be answered in our prayers, in our desires for the goodness of the world, for the righteousness of the world, to raise good children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Our friends should be close to us, and we should have shalom amongst the Jewish people. The future should be bright. We have the desire that Hashem wants us to have, this desire for peace on earth and peace in the world. And he puts this desire into us, even though we know it's entirely up to him, because Ritzon Yireyav Ya'aseh, he does the will of the righteous. Ve'es Shavosam Yishma v'Yoshi'eim, and their cries he hears and saves them, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu mis'aveh l'tfilosan shel tzadikim. Hashem desires the prayers of the righteous. And so Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov had to daven for what they needed, and so do we. And just as they were answered with a glorious Jewish future, so should we be answered with that glorious Jewish future, and that we should see the end result of the peace, of the shalom, of the Mashiach, of the kindness and goodness that was given to our avos, should be given to us too. Have a wonderful Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom Umevarach.